everyone, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing awesome. So the look I have for you, it's basically a green eyelid with some really soft brown smoked out. So it's my green and brown sexy eyes. I don't know what to call this. So if you would like to see how I got this look, stay tuned. Alrighty, so I'm going to start out by priming my eyelids with my Maybelline Super Stay 24-Hour Concealer, as usual. And then we'll just blend that into our eyelids. So for the base for my green color, I'm going to be using this Jordana 12-Hour Made to Last eyeshadow pencil in Eternal White. So I'm just going to get this all over pretty much my eyelid, just more towards my lash line. And this will be a nice base for that green so that the color pops a little bit better. And we'll just blend that in as well. Alrighty, now so for my highlight color, I'll be using Crystal Avalanch. Just a white kind of shimmery color with my usual just round kind of condensed round brush. It's going to run that under my brows. I'm going to do it kind of lightly because I don't want it to be too white because we're doing a very warm look, but just a little bit of a highlight. Now do a little bit on the inner corners. Now for the green, I'm going to be using my 100 20 color palette. It's Manly, something like that. Got it on eBay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down some really kind of concrete green first. I'm just going to be using this traditional like Kelly green all over my lid. So I'm going to be using my fingers for this because I find that it just works a lot better. So I'm just going to be packing this all over my lid. And do the other eye. Looking a little bit like St. Patrick's Day. So just make sure that you get that really concentrated on there, or as concentrated as you want it to be. Of course, I want it to be super bright, so. Alrighty, so for the green that we're going to put on top of this green, I'm going to be using Humid by MAC. Humid as in, oh, it's like sticky outside, like Florida. So this is Humid, basically an emerald green. So I'm going to take a little bit of this and pack this on top of that other green color, right on the edge. Just going to lightly start dusting that over top. That's going to give me a nice shimmer, but I'm not packing on too much so it really changes that green color that's on there already. Because this is kind of a dark color too, so. But this will just give a nice kind of a sparkly shadow to it without changing it too much. So we're just concentrating this on the outer half of our eye. And just kind of blending it over with your fingers, just very softly, so that you don't move that green shadow that's underneath in the first place. Alright, so I am going to take a clean blending brush and just kind of brush out those edges. That'll do. So now for my crease color, I'm going to be taking, this is Truffle. It's from Mary Kay. It's an old sample. Any kind of, it's almost like a brick brown. It's got a very reddish, very red toned brown. Onto my blending brush, I'm just going to throw this into my crease. And the red tone and the brown will really contrast with the green and make it look really awesome. So red toned browns. And really get that color saturated into your crease too. Pack that color on. As you can see here, I'm trying to make this as bold as possible. Now I'll go over and do the other eye for a little bit. So I'm going to just remove a little bit of that from this brush, just taking my brush and lightly just running it across any sort of washcloth or towel or paper towel, whichever, just to get some of that color off of it so I can use this same brush for my next step. Now for the color that's going to be my blending color, I'm going to be using, this is a YSL palette and it's called number 9. It's super shimmery. but it's got a few nice colors. So I'm going to be taking this color right here, this light kind of a sandy, pretty color. I'm going to use this to blend out that up into my highlights. So I'm going to take my e.l.f. blending brush and just kind of start adding that onto the top of it. And we'll start smoking out that brown. I just find it easier to blend with a color than as opposed to just using a clean brush. It just blends out so much better. See how much better that's already looking? It's diffusing it out really nicely. So just keep buffing that out until you're happy with the way it looks. So I'm going to go back in with my highlight color and just kind of retouch that up. I'm going to take some of this lighter color that I just used as my blending color, and I'm going to take this and run this kind of in the beginning of my tear duct. So right on the bottom, right here. Now I'm going to take my same blending brush back with that Truffle, kind of a brick reddish brown color, and I'm just going to put this under my lash line and just kind of pull it back to the corners over here. Alright, so the eyeshadow is basically done. I'm just going to throw some white eyeliner into my waterline. This is my Jordana 12 Hour Made to Last Pencil in Eternal White. So I have a cute story for you guys actually, just real quick before I move on. So I go to the same Publix like I don't know how many times a week because it's literally not even a mile away. So I just, like, when Ben and I buy groceries, we just kind of buy like a little bit at a time because we're lazy and I guess I don't want to spend that much money all at once. But so I go to Publix often, so often that everybody in the store knows me. I don't even get carded when I buy things. So there's like a few people that I say hi to all the time. I kind of like made friends with people there because I'm there so much. There's this one guy that works in produce. I'd say he's younger than me. He's probably like 23. Like I would say hi to him every time just because he's really nice and I'm friendly and, you know, I say hi to everybody. So anyway, he was working on the meat and cheese aisle. I said hi to him. I was like, oh no, you're all alone over here, just like joking. And so we kind of got to talking a little bit and basically he asked me out. And I guess he'd never seen me in the store with Ben before because usually I go alone. But every now and again Ben will come with me and I guess he's never seen me with Ben before. So he asked if I could go out to lunch with him the next day. And I was like, I don't think my boyfriend will like that. So he was like, oh yeah, he was like understandable. But this kid, listen, this kid is usually like really shy. Like you can tell that he's shy. Every time he talks to me he's like, hey. Like this cute little almost blushes when he looks at me, which is really cute. It's really cute. He got some balls and he asked me out. I feel so bad because my response was like, oh, I don't know what I'm working tomorrow. Like the worst response ever. Even though it was true. Like I was like, man, I don't remember what I'm working tomorrow. But it looked like I was like trying to avoid answering it or like an easy no. So it just looked like I was being mean. I knew he liked me. But I wasn't sure, you know, exactly what was going on. I didn't know if he had a girlfriend or not because I never asked him. That's my story. So now we're going to move on to the eyeliner. I'm going to be using my Maybelline Eye Studios gel liner in Blackest Black fave. With the brush it comes with, you can use this brush or small angled brush will work as well. I think I'm going to do kind of a medium size wing today. I don't want it to be super extreme. Super extreme. I've had such an itchy nose for the last like 7 weeks. I don't know what's going on. My nose is so itchy on the inside and right here. So I'm just like scratching it. And people think I'm picking my boogers, but I'm not. I promise. My nose is just itchy. Alrighty, so it's not looking too thick. It's just looking kind of right in the middle. A nice medium-sized wing. Nothing crazy. Well, in case I mess up, we shall see. Now we'll just connect them. I'm going to take my small angled brush from e.l.f. and I'm going to take a matte black shadow. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Wear Infinite Black Matte Shadow in Lush Raven. It's going to set my eyeliner with this. So just pack this on top of that black color to kind of keep it in place all day and make it really dark. So I'm going to take some more of that black shadow and get that even more under my lash line and connect that with our wing on the edge. Now I'll take my blending brush again and just kind of buff that out. I'm going to re-put on some more of this on my waterline. Mascara! So I'm going to be using a new mascara for me. It's the Clinique Lash Power Feathering Mascara. That pulled out really softly. Like these bristles are super fluffy and soft. Ooh. Let's see. Ah. Ooh. I really like it. It feels super. Man, it's so smooth. Like, it's amazing. Ah! I really like how fluffy the brush is too. It's so fluffy! Alrighty, so for the face, I'm going to be using my Ulta contour brush and my Coastal Scents contour palette. So now I will take this brown color, get a little swipe at that, and do my contour. We'll just get a decent amount on there and then we'll buff it out. Alright, so now with buffing circular motions, I'm just going to buff in my contour. Now I'll take the rest of that and get that in my hairline around my head, whatever is left. The bottom of my chin and a little bit down onto my neck because my neck is really white. Alright, so I have one more thing to say. So I've been listening to the new Lana Del Rey CD, and holy moly, it's so good. I don't know if she writes her own music or not. I'm sure there will be plenty of people to let me know if she does or if she doesn't. If she does, good job. If she doesn't, she has amazing writers, so good job to everybody. It's her best album yet. Okay, so now for my blush. I'm going to be using my Ulta Cheek Color in Afterglow with my Ulta contour brush, and I'm just going to place this starting on top of my highlight, on top of my contour, and bringing that in towards my cheeks. This is Afterglow. It's just kind of a peachy, dusty rose color. So lastly, I'm going to take a powder brush and just kind of buff everything back into place. So for the lips, I really wanted to try two colors. So I'm going to be showing you the NYC Expert Last color in Chocolate Chip, and then I have my MAC Cream Sheen in Coral Bliss. I'm going to do the Coral Bliss first to show you what that looks like, and it's totally beautiful. So this is how the eyes turned out, by the way. Green and pretty, kind of like an old library. Yeah, these are my old library eyes. You know how everything was like dark wood and green? Awesome. Alright, so here's the look with the cream sheen on it, with the cream sheen Coral Bliss. It's so perfect, and this is, like I have said, I don't know how many times, the closest to a nude I will possibly get, because I just feel like they wash me out so bad because I'm not tan. Now we'll put on the Chocolate Chip. Ooh. Because it's kind of the same reddish tones that the eyes have. Okay, so I really like this color too. It's really pretty. It's very complimentary. I think I'm going to wear this to work. I mean, they're both really pretty, so this is a great night look if you are wanting to wear this for night and throw some black eyeliner, or you could leave it white, which looks really nice too. Ooh, but I really like this chocolate chip color on here. What am I even going to call this? Green and brown makeup? So this concludes my video of my green and brown eyes with my chocolate chip lips. And I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and if you love it, give me a big thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed to my channel, you can do that whenever. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching as always, and have a beautiful day. Chocolate chip.